Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a macrame A to Z series, which is actually a redo. I did this series about 5 or 6 years ago, and I've had a lot of complaints along the way that the videos are just too fast, they're unclear, so I'm going to redo it, and hopefully this time we'll get it done right where you guys can follow. Before we get into making any of the letters, I want to show you the knot. You're going to be using a double half hitch knot the entire project. I feel like the trickiest part is just getting this tied on and getting the project started, so I'm going to show this a couple of times before we get into it. Now we will move on to making our letter A. So if you're interested, you can check out a video where I talk about my setup for macrame. You can click on this link here or check the description box to see how I set up my macrame work. But to get this started, you're going to need to tie on 5 pieces of 21-inch cord. This will also, all the links and the materials I'm using will also be in the description box below. So check there, that'll have all the information that you need. But you're going to tie on 5 pieces of cord. Now we're going to be tying on our working cord. With this, it's going to be different depending on the size of the cord you're using or the type of cord you're using. The lengths that you're going to need can vary. With this particular color, I used 150 inches of cord, working cord. I am actually tying this on just like I showed you guys before with the knot. What you're going to do if you run out, I actually intentionally make this cord short so I can show you. If you run out, it's really not a problem and you can tie on more cord. So that's the nice thing about this project. Lengths can be a little bit tricky with macrame, and this particular project, if you do everything a little too short, you just get you some more cord and tie it on, and I will show you that as we go. So I'm tying this on using the double half hitch knot, just like I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. And then we're going to do double half hitch knots with this color all the way across, and then until we have 10 knots all together. For the second row, you're going to take that same piece of cord and you're going to bring it back the opposite direction. So you're tying the double half hitch knots, but you're just going in the opposite direction as before. I'm going to be tying 3 knots in this color on this row, and then I'm going to add the second color, which for this letter I'm using the color red. So we're doing 3 of the first color, and then we're going to tie on the second color. So I'm going to tie on this red, and then we're going to do 4 knots in the red. For this color, I used 130 inches of cord, and again, this can vary. So after 4 of color 2, the red, we're going to go back to color 1, grab that cord, and we're going to just bring it right behind this row of red, and we're going to tie on another double half hitch knot using the color 1. And continue until you get to the end with color 1. Now on row 3, you're going to go back the opposite direction and you're going to tie 2 color 1. You're going to grab color 2 and you're going to do this for the next 6 knots. The next 3 rows will be the same. We're going to do 1 of the first color, 3 of color 2, and then we're going to pick back up color 1 and do that a couple of times. So I'll show you this, and this will be the same for 3 rows, so I might speed it up just a little bit once you see how I'm doing this row. Now I'm running really low on the first color, so I'm going to tie on another piece of cord. And I just wanted to do this to show you guys that it doesn't matter if you run out, you tie on more and you keep going. Rows 5 and 6 are the same as row 4, so you're going to do the exact same pattern for the next 2 rows. For row 7, we're going to do 1 color 1, 8 color 2, and 1 color 1 on the other side. That is also the pattern for row 8. Rows 9, 10, and 11 are also the same pattern. It's going to be 1 color 1, 3 color 2, 2 color 1, 3 color 2, 1 color 1. And you're going to do that for the next 3 rows. The last row, row 12, will be all color 1 all the way across, and that will finish our letter A. I'm going to show you after that how to completely clean up the project, get rid of the extra cord ends, and show you the back. There's a couple options on how you can finish your letters. One option of getting rid of the ends is to sew them in. It is a little bit more difficult because it's just thicker, so it's kind of hard to get it through, but I use a yarn needle, and then I have some pliers that are for jewelry making that help me pull through the yarn. The other option is to hot glue, cut them off and use a little hot glue, which I'll show you that as well. The hot glue route is a lot easier but you have to be careful not to use too much. It doesn't take much at all. Just put a little dot of hot glue, and then you're going to fold it over a little and then just trim it, giving the hot glue plenty of time to dry before you do that. But this works just as well. It will all stay together really well, and it's just a little bit easier. I hope you guys like this project. I'll be coming back with the letter B, and we're going to go all the way to Z. If you have any suggestions, I am all for it. Leave it in the comments if there's anything that you guys would like for me to do, anything that would help. And I will see you guys again soon with the letter B.